Now, how much of what's in the board is all about not venturing too far out? It's just about all of it, isn't it? So, 2/3. Now, that leaves us 1/3 of all of these different capacities. Now, that 1/3 is to go towards something, to go towards food, to go towards water, to go towards shelter, to go towards safety, okay? So we've got towards. So 1/3. Now, if you think about enculturation, if you've been conditioned by the enculturating society, is there a fair chance that the enculturating society wants you to move towards something that they want you to move towards, not what you want to move towards? Is that a fair chance? So what do you think they want you to move towards?
Subservience.
Subservience? How do they get you to do that?
Work. Trudge.
So they want you to move towards work? Now, you don't have to stay at work. So there's another little trick that it uses to get you to stay at work. Well, there's several little tricks. The first thing it does is it requires you to do a couple of things. So yes, they want you to go to work so that you be a good servant of the system. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. It's fine, especially if you love your work. There's nothing wrong with that. It just becomes a bit of a challenge if that's not what you want to do for the rest of your life and you can't do anything else. So, but it does a couple of little things. There's a few little tricks. It requires you, or your financial education, in basically your whole education, is directed towards spending. So just about everything that you do is directed towards spending. Now, we spend money rather than invest. So we spend what we earn rather than learn how to invest it. We spend time we spend time in non-productivity rather than spend time in productivity. So we spend money, we spend time, we spend activity, or we spend energy rather than learn how to develop more of it. And so by the end of the day, we're kind of sort of knocked out. There's no energy, there's no time, and there's no money. So it trains us to do something. It trains us to spend money by okay? So it trains us to get money and then spend money. And it trains us to spend money by getting money. And then it gives us money that we don't own. And it trains us to spend that. And that's what a credit card is. So that's one of the things it does. Now, as soon as you get money, it says there's another little trick. There's another little trick. It then says the next part. What's the next part, do you think? If it trains you how to get money...
Give it back, so spend it.
Well, yeah, we spend it, but it says something different. As soon as it trains you to get money, then it trains you to get something else. Huh?
Gratification?
No.
Forgetting something more and more.
Well, it trains you to get debt. So it trains us to get debt. Okay? So how are you going to get your house by the water? You're going to fall into the trap of going into a huge amount of debt, and now you become enslaved to the system because you took on that debt without learning how to get more money. And that's what happens. And that's the way we kept in this downward spiral.